Hey guys, Yuri K here. In this video, I would like to discuss the topic of short, high-intensity training versus long-duration type training and discuss the pros and cons and which one is healthier. Some common examples of short-duration, high-intensity training might include weight training, sprinting, and high-intensity interval training, which is a form of circuit training. And some examples of long duration endurance type exercises obviously include long distance running, especially marathon running, and any form of long-term cardio. First, I will discuss the pros and then I will discuss the cons of each type of training and then give my opinion on which kind of training is better. Keeping in mind that with short-term high-intensity training, our bodies cannot sustain the kind of stress that we perform with this kind of exercise for a long period of time. So by nature, it needs to be short term. However, during that short time span, we are actively engaging our muscle groups in order to give them the best stimulus possible so that they can grow and adapt to the stress. So in the case of weight training, it's best to generally train 1 hour or less, but keep the intensity at a high level so that we're able to stimulate muscle growth and or strength. When it comes to sprinting, such as on the track, we're trying to run as fast as possible in a timed manner in a specific distance, such as 100 meters, 200 meters, or 400 meters. We're going all out to try to get the fastest time possible. However, once we complete that particular run, we take a break, we walk a lap, and then we repeat it all over again. Overall, we're not going to keep sprinting repeatedly over and over again for an extended period of time because we're going to wear ourselves out. And instead, it's best to keep such a pattern of sprinting, resting, sprinting, maybe for about 3, 4, 5 cycles at a time. And with the high intensity interval training, with this kind of training, which is best performed after a weight training session, we're going through a series of circuits performing different quick burst, high intensity type of training of short duration, again, which may last maybe a minute or a minute and a half at a time, where we rest maybe 30 seconds to 1 minute and then repeat again 3 to 5 times. And with this kind of training, we're actually increasing our metabolism and stimulating our bodies to burn fat as quickly as possible, especially when used with the proper kind of nutrition plan. And because all of these short-term type exercises are high in intensity, we need to give our bodies the proper rest and recovery afterward so that we don't perform these exercises too frequently, but just enough so that our bodies can respond and adapt to the stress and then grow as a result and give us better performance over the long run. These types of trainings as a whole help us to grow stronger, more functional muscles that perform better, as well as speed up our metabolism and get our bodies to burn fat faster and more efficiently, thus giving us a better form and physique. And the con with short-term high-intensity training is that it is not designed by nature to build your endurance up and stamina as would a long duration type of endurance training. However, the entire purpose of the short-term high-intensity training is to build a strong, lean, and functional physique that can perform at a high level. Now, moving on to long duration endurance type of exercise, obviously the main pro would be is that it helps develop your stamina and endurance, meaning that you're able to perform the exercise for an increasingly longer period of time because your body becomes more efficient at performing that training, first of all, through repetition, and second, the heart is able to pump more blood with each beat and thus be able to get more blood to your vital organs and tissues with each single pump. And as a result, the heart does not have to beat as frequently in order to get the blood over. So you're actually developing your cardiovascular health in that sense. Also, if you happen to be carrying some extra body weight, long endurance training will help you lose that weight. It will help to bring your weight down. However, the important thing to remember is that the weight loss comes from a combination of fat loss as well as loss of muscle mass, which is what we don't want, because having more muscle actually helps to keep the body's metabolism at a higher level, thus burning more fat. So when we lose the weight as long endurance athletes, yes, we will lose some fat, but we're also going to tap our muscle stores and burn through that as well in order to supply the energy needed to perform that kind of exercise, and we don't want that. And so long endurance type of training may actually cause more harm than good to the metabolism, because while we begin this kind of exercise, our metabolism will speed up and burn more fat. It is the repeated stress of the exercise over a long period of time which is going to actually slow our metabolisms down and cause our bodies to become less efficient at burning fat compared to short-term high-intensity training. So in terms of metabolism and fat loss, the advantage definitely goes to short-term high-intensity training. And probably the biggest con of long endurance training is that it tends to damage the heart in the long run. So when one performs long endurance training without giving their heart and their body a chance to adequately rest and recover, it is going to cause oxidative stress, which is going to release free radicals in the body and cause damage to the heart muscle and to the body, or create an inflammatory condition within the body. And so when a long distance runner or a marathon runner is training for too many days, too many miles without giving their body rest, their heart will begin to scar, because in the process they're breaking down muscle tissue within the heart muscle itself. However, the heart doesn't have a chance to recover and rebuild, and thus creates scar tissue on the heart. Long endurance training done over a period of many years has also shown to increase the level of arterial plaque, which can lead to heart disease or stroke. Despite the serious issues that can result from prolonged long endurance training, there is a sweet spot when it comes to endurance training, and the key is not to overdo it and allow the body to recover. For example, for runners, you don't want to exceed approximately 20 miles per week, and also you don't want to run more than about 5 days per week. This will enable the body and the heart to properly recover and to continue to improve the body's cardiovascular health, which is the main purpose of long endurance training. So the takeaway from all of this is that regardless of what kind of exercise we're performing, whether it's long endurance or short-term high-intensity training, is to train at a certain level that's going to give the body the right stimulation and stress so that it can grow and adapt and perform better for whatever function the exercise is designed to do, and not to overdo it, because by performing too much exercise and overstressing the body, that is not allowing it to recover. It is going to cause damage to our health and to our bodies. And so when comparing long endurance and short-term high-intensity training, overall, in my opinion, I would say the short-term high-intensity variety is better and more beneficial for the body. It will give you a strong, lean, and simply a better performing functional body as a whole. I hope you guys liked the video. Please give me a thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more. And remember to follow me on Instagram at YuriK0877. Thanks guys, bye bye.